Dude, do you ever try to explain things to yourself when you're studying? Okay, but like, hear me out. It could also work with a friend. Stop judging. Okay, let me explain. I promise, I'm not that weird. Explaining concepts to yourself or to your friends can help you find what are the gaps in your knowledge. Also, if you cannot explain what you think you know to someone else, then you don't really know it. Sorry. So this is a really good way to figure out where you stand and what you need to study, because if you notice, oh, okay, when it gets to this part, I kind of don't know what I'm talking about. Well, you know exactly what to study now. This is also a really good way to practice your presentations. Shameless plug, we have a really cool course on giving presentations. The link is below. Now, how do you self-explain? If you don't have a friend to explain it right away, you may want to explain it to yourself, right? What you say? What you could do is create your own podcast. So take your phone, actually record yourself explaining that material, and then you can listen to it if you want. You can listen to it on your way to school, be on a train, subway, car, whatever. In fact, I have even used this technique with advanced economics classes. I was actually driving up to school. I needed a summary, so the night before I explained it to myself. Then my future self was actually really grateful I did that. The second one is really talking to a mirror. Now, I don't do that one because I find it to be kind of distracting. If you're just looking at yourself, it's kind of weird. But if it works for you, give it a shot. No judging. And then for certain subjects, there may be a better how-to. So if you're studying history, well, tell a story, make it chronological, make it engaging, actually give the images and the context and the scenario for that. And then for certain classes, you may want to break up the topics instead of just going one chronological order. So if it's chemistry, biology, physics, you might want to explain it in small topics and go one topic at a time. You need to explain with your own words. I'm serious. Because if you don't, you're just repeating stuff. You're not studying. You need to use your words to make sure that you know you're talking about. If you're just repeating what your teacher said throughout your whole explanation, well, then you don't know it. Congrats though, if you can repeat everything that your teacher said and you remember it, you got a good memory. Finally, again, just to close up, this technique is useful to find gaps in your own knowledge. So as you're explaining and you identify what those gaps are, go back and study them.